Alright, so today we're going to be making a mushroom cream sauce that originates from Scandinavia. And right now we got a whole bunch of fond and grease in the bottom. To start off, we're going to get our mushrooms. It's 8 ounces of mushroom. We're going to put the pot on medium heat. Throw in all our mushrooms, let that get cooking. And while it's in there, you want to throw some salt in there so it drags out some of the liquid from there. It's going to be roughly half a tablespoon of it. And then you can also throw in your black pepper right now, which would be about another half tablespoon for it. You want to mix it all together. And you can turn up the heat to higher so it cooks it a lot quicker and makes it more crunchier. And while this going, we're going to be pairing this with some hamburger steak patties and some herb roasted potatoes. Right now, since it's all sizzling all in, or it's a good time we can add some garlic. So it would be minced garlic. We're going to add about a teaspoon. The important thing is you want to cook the meat first in the pan so it gets all the fond. That's what adds all the flavor in there with it. And the thing with this sauce, it's very universal, so you can put it on anything, and it can go on chicken, wild game, beef, and you could do it on pork, but there's a lot of other better sauces you can do on pork. Right now I like where I have it, so I'm going to add some beef broth. It's going to be about 4 ounces. About roughly 4. You're going to just let it cook down so all the water escapes, so you have more intense flavor of beef in it. And if you do it with chicken, you want to use chicken stock, so it's more intense chicken and the color look better on a plate than it would if it was beef. So for the potatoes, I'll show you all. So it's just simple wax potatoes with some oil and herb seasoning mix on it. And this recipe, what we're making it for, it's going to be 2 pounds of meat, and that'll be all to serve 4 people. Back then, it comes from Scandinavia, and the Vikings, they all like to eat a lot of meat, because that's mainly what their diet was. So right now I have the beef broth where I want it, nice and thin there. I'm going to add cream. This is going to be your base. that makes it thick. I added about 5 ounces of that into it. I'm also going to take parsley, but parsley, it doesn't add any flavor, it just adds color to it. It's going to make it more down to earth. That's about a pinch full, honestly. You don't have to add that, it's just, it looks better on a plate. So while we got that cooking, we're going to start getting our plate ready. First, we're going to start off with the potatoes. You want to just get a few. And at this point, if you have access to rosemary, fresh rosemary, this one's dried. You want to take 2 sprigs of them and toss them in. It's going to give it more a natural flavor that is down to earth. That's what we're shooting here for. We don't use a lot of seasonings. We're mainly more herbs. And I'm only using the oven to keep the meats warm. That's what we would do in a restaurant with all our meats, keeping them warm so it's appropriate temp when it comes out to the guest. We're going to take one, place it in the middle. While's that going, I have on the side some bacon that got cooked up earlier, and it's about 3 ounces. Toss that in there. But it's also Americanized, so we all like our bacon and everything. So what we're looking for is when the sauce get thick, and you can tell by the back of the spoon. If you can make a line with it, it's thick enough, and they call it that nappe. So now we're going to turn off the heat, let it get its off flavor. We're going to fix our plate. We're going to put the potatoes around it. First, we're going to take it like this. We're going to get some mushrooms and some bacon. Put that right on top of the hamburger steak. Then we get the sauce. And we just take it and we drizzle it around. And voila. That's a chopped beef and potato dish. And with a mushroom, basic mushroom cream sauce.
Good.